So you group according to like terms. So this is 2ab minus 7ab, because ab, okay? So here we can move with minus ab squared plus 5ab squared, ab squared, okay? Plus a squared b. So this can be added here. So this will give us negative 5ab plus 4ab squared plus a squared b. So here we can start with the number without a negative. Okay, so it will look like this. So this is our answer. So we now go to the next question. So question 2, they're saying evaluate. So we need to evaluate 9 power 1 over 2 plus 1. So how do we evaluate this one? So this power, if you look at it nicely, is the same as the root. Okay, so meaning they want us to find the square root of 9. We add it to 1. So here it will be 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. So 4 is our solution here. Okay, we go to the next question. So for question 3, they want us to solve this equation. So the first thing here will be to factor out what is common. So x is common, so it can be factored out, which is equal to 0. So now we equate x is equal to 0 and or x minus 2 will be equal to 0. So from here we can just work out what is here. X is equal to 2. So this is a solution and this is also a solution. All right, so for question 4, they're asking us to describe using set notation the shaded region. So just looking at it, you see that this is A union B. This is, of course, A union B. Okay, so this is A union B. How should we exclude this part? Because this part has been excluded. So here, when you see nicely, you find that it's supposed to be intersect C complement. This C has not been included. This, of course, is the solution for the question 4. All right, so we go to the next question. So to factorize this, we just put 4x plus 3x minus 6 here. So where did I get these two? You find two numbers such that when you multiply them, they give you negative 12. And where is negative 12 coming from? It's from 2 multiplied by negative 6, which is the negative 12. In this case, our product is the negative 12. Our sum is negative 1. So two numbers such that when you multiply them, they give you negative 12, and when you add them, they give you negative 1. These are negative 4 and 3. So now you can factorize by grouping. So you just apply the brackets there, find what is common. It's 2x here and here. What is it that is common here and here is 2x. We remain with x minus 2 here, plus what is it that is common here? It's a 3. We remain with x minus 2. Get 2x plus 3. This and this, you see, you put them like this, and then here just get one of these, because it's common. This and this is common, just get one of them, and this is the solution. All right, so in order for us to answer question 6, we need to know this formula. Dividend per share is equal to total dividend amount over number of shares. So we've been given total dividend amount, which is 750, okay, kwacha, over the amount, the number of shares, which is 1,500. This 0 and 0 will cancel. 75 into 75 is 1 into 150 is 2. So we have 1 over 2. Or we can say the solution is 0 0.5. This is a solution. We go to the question 7. So for question 7, we've been given these terms. And question A, they would like us to find a 12th term. So we need to use the formula nth term is equal to A plus, open bracket, n minus 1 multiplied by D. So in this case, what is our A? Our A is the first term, which is 9, plus our n is what we want. In this case is 12. So put 12 minus 1. Our D is the common difference, which is 6. If you say 15 minus 9 is 6, 21 minus 15 is 6, 27 minus 21 is 6. So our D is 6. So we can say 9, okay, plus what is inside the brackets here will just give us 11. 12 minus 1 is 11, and here there's a 6. So when we multiply, 11 multiplied by 6 is 66. And our final answer here will be 75. This is our solution, 75. So the 12th term is 75. We go to the next question, which is B. So for B, they would like us to find the formula, nth formula. So the nth formula is equal to, this is what we know, of course. This is a formula. You just write it the way it looks. Okay, so here we're going to say nth formula is equal to, our A is 9. The first term we know it's 9. Our n will maintain because we don't know the term that we would like to find. Our D we know is 6. So now we can multiply, okay? We can get rid of the brackets by multiplying whatever is inside the brackets by this 6. And then here you find that, or we will find that our answer will be equal to this. This is our nth formula. Nth formula. This is 9 minus 6 is 3. So 6n plus 3 is our solution. We go to the next question. So for question 8a, they want us to find A transpose. So A transpose, the rows become columns. So this is how you write. There's nothing like thinking too much about it. You just copy, change the rows to columns. All right, so we go to B. For B, they would like us to multiply P by Q. We know, of course, P will be given to be equal to 2 here, negative 1, 3, 4 there. And this is our P, and our Q is this one here. So now, the way we do it, we multiply rows, the entries, rows by columns. So 2 times negative 2 times negative 1, I see, negative 4. Negative 1 multiplied by 3, it will be equal to negative 3. Okay, so you add is equal to negative 3. Then we go to the bottom row. So 3 multiplied by negative 2, it will be equal to negative 6. Here 4 by 3 will be equal to 12. Okay, it will look like this. The next thing here will just be to clean up. So this -4 plus -3, it will just be -7. Here it will be 6. And this is our solution. We go to the next question, which is question 9. For question 9a, they are asking us to find the probability of picking L out of this word. So probability of picking L will be equal to 2 over 5. So how did I find this answer? You just add these letters. How many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 5. That's the total number. And how many repetitions of L are there? There are 2. 1, 2. So 2 over 5. We go to question B. For question B, they have given us this equation where they want us to find the value of x. So how do you find the value of x? Here, balance the bases. Actually, before balancing the bases, use the laws of indices, whereby this 25 goes on top. So it will be equal to 25 to the power -1. This is inverse, okay? So now we can now balance the bases. This is 25. It's 5 to the power 3. This and this are just the same. Here power x. X is outside. Here it will be 5 power 2. And this will look like this. So you see the bases are balanced. We can now multiply the powers. We have 3x is equal to 5 negative power 2. Sorry, 5 to the power -2. So here bases are the same. We can get the powers. So once you get the powers, we divide by 3 throughout so that we remain with x. X will be equal to -2 over 3. This is our solution. We go to the next question, which is question 10. So question 10a, they're saying given that a, so a, we have this a is equal to x such that x is less than 6. X is a natural number. Okay, x is a natural number. So they want us to list a. So we know that natural numbers are counting numbers. So we list, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is where it will end because x is less than 6. So 5 is less than 6. This will be our last number. That's our A. Question 10A. We go to B. Question 10B. So this is 10B. 10B. They have given us this sector over here, and here there's theta. Here we know it's 6 centimeters. We have x. This is also 6 centimeters. We have y and o. So they want us to find to calculate the value of theta given area is equal to 33. So formula for finding area of a sector, this is a formula here. Okay, what is our area? We've been given is 33, which is equal to theta over 360 degrees times 22 over 7 times the radius, which is 6 times 6 because it's 6 squared. So here we have something like this, here like this, here it will be 10 because 6 times 6 is 36. 36 into 360 is 10. So here we remain with 10. Here it will cancel. We have something like this. This is what we have. So at this point we can even say 2 into 10 is 5. 2 into 22 is 11. So now we can multiply things. So say 33 is equal to 11 theta, theta by 11 is 11 theta over 35. So at this point we can cross multiply. We can cross multiply. So this is 33 times the 35, which is equal to 11 theta over 11 over 11. Don't multiply here. Okay, so you know that theta will be equal to 11 into 11, 1 into 33, it's 3. So we have 3 times 35. Theta will be equal to 105 degrees when you multiply this. This is our solution. We go to the next question. So for question 11, we've been given this diagram where they have asked us to find the speed of a ship which took 26 hours to travel from B to C. Okay, a distance over 1,560 nautical miles. So we know that, of course, we know that speed is equal to distance over time, and they've given us distance to be 1,560 over 26. So here when we divide 26 into 156, it will be 6. Okay, so our answer will be equal to 60 nautical, 60 knots. This is 60 knots. We go to the next question, which is question B. So for question B, they want us to find the local time at A. Okay, so the local time at B, if at A is 10:30, so here at A the time is 10:30. What is the time at B? So remember, for the time we use the longitudes. Okay, longitudes help us to find the time. So the first thing would be to find theta, which is the difference in longitude. So what is the difference in longitude? This is 0 degrees and this is 30 degrees. So same sides we subtract, different sides we add. So in this case, since this is 0 and this is 30, we just get 30 degrees, so it will be 30 degrees. Okay, so now here we can say time difference. We need to find the time difference will be equal to theta over 15 degrees, which is equal to 30 degrees over 15. And we have two hours here. Okay, we have 2 hours. So it took it's 2 hours. Okay, the time difference from where A is to where B is 2 hours. So now, since at A is 10:30, okay, the time at A is 10:30 and the time difference is 2 hours. So write 02 here. So now, are we supposed to subtract or add? It's subtract, because we are coming from right to left. A is to the right side and to the right side of B, and B is to the left side of A. So now from right to left you subtract. So it will be 0, 3 here, here it will be 8, 30. So the time at B will be equal to 08, 30 hours. We go to the next question. All right, so for question 12a, we've been given the mass, which is 62 kg to the nearest kilogram. So they'd like us to complete the statement, and the statement here looks like this. So they would like us to put values here and here. So here it says 61.5, and here also it's supposed to be 62.5, I think. Yeah, 62.5. Yes, this is how it's supposed to be. So maybe you may be wondering, these are bounds. This is the lower bound and this is the upper bound. So since we are dealing to the nearest kilometer, and this is the whole number, So we need to find the absolute error of this number, which is supposed to be plus or minus 0.5. So for the lower bound, you just say 65 minus 0.5. It's giving you this value. And for the upper bound, you say 62 plus 0.5. It is giving you this value. So this is the solution for 12b. We go to 12a. We go to 12b. So for 12b, they have given us these values. This is what this woman predicted is 13.15. This is the weight of her dog. She just estimated. So this is what she thinks, but the actual weight is 10 kg according to the statement. So they would like us to find the percentage error. So how do we do this one? So for us to find the percentage error, we need to first understand the formula, which says that percentage error is equal to absolute error over actual value multiplied by 100. Okay, so here the absolute error will be equal to 3.15 over the actual or the true value, which is 10 times 100. Okay, so how did I find this absolute value? So what I did here was to just when you want to find absolute error, okay, you need to get the estimated value minus the true value. And when you work out, so instead 13.15 minus 10, it will give you 3.15. So if this is the answer, in case you get your answer as a negative answer, put it, change it to positive, okay? So this is what we've done here. So now, since we've found the absolute A, which is here, we can divide this by this, and then when we multiply, we remain with 10. 3.15 multiplied by 10 is giving us 31.5%. And this is our answer. All right, so for this question, so for question A, they want us to find angle BOD. So angle BOD, meaning they want us to find this angle here. So we just say 36 degrees times 2, which is equal to 72 degrees. So this angle is 72. I've just used the property which says that the angle coming from the same segment, okay, touching the circumference here is twice at the center. That's why I've multiplied by 2, and this is a solution. So for B, they want us to find angle BCD. So BCD, they want us to find this angle over here. So how do we find that angle? We just say 180 degrees minus 36 degrees, which is equal to 4 here, 144 degrees. Okay, so this is a solution for B. I've used the property which says that opposite angle add up to 180. So this angle is opposite to this angle. So we just say 180. If you want to find this, we say 180 minus 36. And for C, they would want us to find the angle CBF. So CBF, it's this angle. So how do you find this angle over here? So what we need to do here, we need to find this angle. Once we find this angle, we will come and say 90 minus this angle, because this angle is touching the tangent line, and it's touching the this line is touching the tangent line and is coming from the center, meaning this is 100 and this is 90 degrees, or is 90 degrees. So we come and say 90 degrees minus the angle that we'll find here inside it to give us the angle which is here. So in this case, since you have this angle and this angle, and here there are these signs which says this angle is equal to this angle, so we can say 360 degrees minus 72 degrees plus 144 degrees. So why am I doing this? I want to find the sum of these two angles, okay? Because I know that when I say this angle plus this plus this plus this, it's supposed to give me 360. That's why I'm adding 360, okay? Or I'm subtracting the sum of these two angles from 360. So when we add nicely these two, they are going to give us 200 and so say 360 degrees minus 216 degrees. So when we say minus 216, it's giving us 144 degrees. Okay, so meaning these two angles, this and this, is 144. So if you want to find one of them, because we have two of them, want to find one of them, we'll just say divide by 2. So when you divide by 2, we are getting 72 degrees. So meaning these two angles, this and this is 72 and this is 72 degrees. Okay, this one 72 and this is 72. So now in order for us to find this, we just say 90 degrees minus 72 degrees. We know that if from here to here it's 70 degrees, and from here to here it's 90. So when we subtract from 90, it will give us 18 degrees. So our answer is 18 degrees. We go to the next question. So for question 14, they want us to find the equation of line L. So line L is over here. Mind you, in the statement they have given us the equation of line N. So the equation of line N is 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay, so we can use this equation to find the gradient. So we'll do this. Okay, make sure that you just remain with y this side. So by dividing by 2 by 2 by 2 throughout, so y is equal to 3. Okay, 3 minus 3 over 2x. So our gradient, we'll call it m1 is equal to negative 3 over 2, negative 3 over 2. Sorry, don't put the x. So once we find this, okay, we found this gradient of this equation. Okay, so now for us to find the gradient of this equation, we need to reciprocate. So we call it m2. Okay, so we are using the property of perpendicular lines. This is 90 degrees. Since there is 90 degrees, meaning this line is perpendicular to this, so the gradient will just be 2 over 3. The gradient of this line, which is going like this, it's 2 over 3. So the way we do it, you reciprocate. The 2 becomes the numerator, 3 becomes the denominator, and the sign, you switch the sign. This is negative, you put it positive here. So now you can use equation of finding the formula of finding equation of a straight line, which is like this. Or you can use the other one, which goes like this. So whichever you feel comfortable working with. So now, since we have a gradient here, so we can say our gradient is 2 over 3, this new gradient, multiplied by x plus c. So we need to solve for c. So how do we solve for c? Remember, this line is passing through this point. So this is a point we need to get. Let me write it here. So the point is 5, 4. So our x-axis is 5, y-axis is 4. So we say 4 is equal to 2 over 3x. X here we'll put 5 plus c. Okay, our x value is 5, y value is 4. So now we can solve. This is 4 is equal to 10 over 3 plus c. We can group the like terms. So we have c is equal to 10 will come this side, so it will be 4 minus 10 over 3. So here we are solving for c. So this will be 12 minus 10. So our c will be equal to 2 over 3. This is our c. So since we have found our c to be equal to 2 over 3, we come back to this point. So we come and write our equation as y is equal to 2 over 3x plus 2 over 3. On this c, we put the c we've just found. So this is the answer. You can leave it like this, or you can write it like this. 3y is equal to 2x plus 2. We go to the next question. So in order for us to answer question B here, we need to use there are actually about 4 ideas that we need to use. So there is for cos A, C, D. So this is the angle they want us to find. So how do we find that angle? Okay, so we first need to find this. So when we find this, the opposite of this, using the acute and obtuse angle, the opposite of this will be equal to this. So we will say cos, we know that it's adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. So do we have adjacent? We don't have. We need this adjacent. We don't have. Hypotenuse we have is 13. So now we can use the idea of Pythagoras theorem, where we say b squared is equal to a squared plus c squared. Okay, so what is our b squared? It's this side. It's 13 squared is equal to our a squared is what we are looking for. We say x squared plus our c squared is 5 here. Our c is 5. So this is 169 is equal to x squared plus 25. So we can group the like terms. So we have something like this. At this point, we have 144. Okay, so the value of x, we square both sides, so we have 12 centimeters. So our adjacent here will be 12 centimeters. Since we have found the adjacent, so we can say adjacent, which is 12, over hypotenuse, which is 13. Okay, so this is for this part. Okay, 12 over 13 is for this part. Now the other part, the solution, now we'll just say negative 12 over 13. So we just put a negative because it's the other side. So we just put the negative. This is the solution. Thank you so much. We go to the next question. So for this question, they're saying Z varies, okay, varies as x, so there should be a constant k, so as x, so there should be direct here. X, z is equal to k multiplied by x inversely as the square of y. So inversely is supposed to be down here as the square of y. This is the expression, or this is the formula you're supposed to use. We have come up with the formula. So they are saying z is equal to 3, x is equal to 8, and y is equal to 4. Find the value of k. So how do we find the value of k? We know that z is 3, here we have k, and x is 8, y is 4. So we just solve for k. So here it will be 3, okay, is equal to 8k over 16, of which this is 1 will remain with the k into 8 into 16. It's just 2. So we can cross multiply. Once we cross multiply, we find that k is equal to 6. We go to the next question, which is B. This is question A, so let's indicate as question A. So we go to question B. For question B, they're saying we find the value of z when x is equal to 18, y is equal to 3. So we use the same formula, okay? So they want us to find z is equal to k, we know is 6, we just found 6 times x is 18 over y is 3, okay? So there is a power on the formula here, there is a power 2. So 3 power 2, of which this will just be like this. We have 18 and down here 9. So 9 into 9, 1 into 18 is 2. So 2 multiplied by, or 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. So the value of k, the value of z is 12. We go to C. For question C, they want us to find the value of y. Okay, don't forget the formula. The formula is very important. They want us to find the value of y when x is equal to 30, z is equal to 5. Here we know that k is 6 times x, they've said is 30 over y squared. So we can cross multiply here. We have 5y squared is equal to 6 times 30. Don't multiply here. It will be difficult for you if you have a very big number to divide. So here we cancel, we remain with the y squared. So 5 into 30 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So now we're solving for y. So we say y, meaning we square both sides, we remain with y. Here we remain with 6. So the value of y is 6. Actually, it's supposed to be two answers, positive or negative. Okay, so y is equal to 6 or y is equal to negative 6. These are the two answers. Okay, so for question 16a, they want us to find the integral, this integral here. So it will just be like this, 10 x, here it's a 4 plus 1, okay, over 4 plus 1. The rule of integral, you need to add the powers. So here there is minus 4x 1 plus 1. There is power 1. So 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1. Here we use the idea of the laws of indices. So this will be 3 multiplied by x power 2. This x will go on top, so power 2. We come and add a 1. So the same thing here, 2 plus c, negative 2 plus 1. Finally, we put plus c, okay? There's a constant. So over here, let's clean up. We have something like this. Here we have 4x power 2 here, power over 2 plus 3x negative 1 plus c. So we know that 5 can go into 10, it's 2. So I have 2x power 5 minus 2x power 2. We know that 2 can go into 2. Here negative and negative and positive will be negative. So I have negative 3. Here power negative 1 plus c. So if you want, you can leave it like this, or you can write it like this. If you don't want to remain with a negative power, you can write it like this. Okay, so this is our solution. We go to the next question. So for B, we have this is start. Okay, there is a If you've seen nicely the question, there is a blank space, okay, or there is a parallelogram. Here there is a rectangle. Here there is a parallelogram, okay, and in this parallelogram there is a print A. Here there is a oval shape which says stop, okay. So now they want us to put what is supposed to be here. So here there's supposed to be L, enter, remember, enter L, B, okay, enter L, B. Here it's supposed to be area is equal to L times, this is star, P. This is a solution, okay. This is how the solution looks. So if you have no idea of what to do on this one, you can watch more. I've done more videos on pseudocode and flowchart, so you can watch and you can get an idea of what is happening here.